Hey, this is Erick Maverick from Mass Punishment, and you're listening to the Dan Chan Show.
I'm joined by Erick Maverick from the awesome Mass Punishment. How you doing, mate?
Great, great, man. Thanks for having me on, Dan. I really appreciate it, man.
It's a pleasure. And how's things in Jersey today? Jersey.
Jersey. The weather's a little chilly. It's off and on, like with the weather. Jersey doesn't know. Lately, it hasn't been making its mind up. It wants to be warm, wants to be cold. It snows, it doesn't snow, so it's crazy. Right now, it's a bit chilly.
I'm glad you went in on the weather front because that's how the British usually do it. So I'm pleased we got talking about the weather quite early. That's pretty good. And it's quite same. Just to keep on the weather front, it's very similar to that in Southern Europe as well. Very similar at the moment. So what's January been like for you so far? What's the start of the year? Did you have a good Christmas, good New Year?
Yeah, man. Yeah, January's been great. Everything's been has been great. Everything's been going amazing for Mass Punishment.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a good new year. We have a big year coming up in
yeah.
2026, so we got a lot going on. We obviously, I don't know where you want to start first, but
Well, I'm gonna
yeah,
I'm gonna say about the single that came out late last year, "Eye of the Storm." That was back in November, and your last album was "Proving Ground's Devastation," which was 24, wasn't it? So,
correct. Yeah, the full length album came out. It was Proving Grounds Devastation. That was in 2024.
yeah,
That's the new album. And then we had a couple of singles leading up into that.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Eye of the Storm was our latest single. Um,
So what's going on from that? Because obviously you're on Wormhole Death, great label. I know a few of the bands on that.
yeah,
Uh,
Wormhole Death. I want to give them a big thank you as well.
absolutely, absolutely.
EMG's our management company, which they're doing a great
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
Um, yeah, man, it's been great. It's been great. So yeah, Eye of the Storm is our latest single, and it's brutal, man. It sounds killer. Yeah, I love
It,
it.
it does indeed. Now, obviously, tell me what's happening this year because I believe you're currently in the process of doing an EP that should be coming out in the springtime, maybe.
Yeah. We're definitely well, we pretty much wrapped it up. It's pretty much complete. Just getting the final touches on it, and it's going to be hopefully by spring it should be released. It's going to be called Aftermath. That's the
Nice.
title of it.
And
Yeah,
are these new tracks that we've not heard before?
yeah. These are all new tracks. It's going to be a four song. It's going to be a four-song EP.
Cool.
There is There's going to be maybe some surprises on it. I would say we got some special guests on there. So it's going to be pretty cool, man. I think it sounds great. I think it's going to give the listeners like a new, fresh sound. It's Mass Punishment. It's brutal. It's heavy. It's got but it's just like a fresh, like kind of like a fresh sound. It's hard to explain.
Why is that? Is that an evolution through the band, or just bringing new people in to help with the recording and the mixing? How is it?
Well, we get a lot of with this time around we recorded producer George Pond, and
Mm,
we actually got two producers, George Pond and Eric Rachels. And they're both fantastic people and amazing what they've been doing with like producing and recording us and mixing and all that. We pretty much wrote this on like going into the studio. Chris will have a riff and stuff, and it was just on the spot, which is different from what we used to do.
right.
Way back when we first started the band, it was going to the jam room and just like practicing and just coming back and just playing the songs and getting together and always being together playing live. And now it's different. We'll go. Chris Axe will have a riff or start out with that riff, and George will say either yay or nay, or we just go from there. And I'm with him composing of what direction we should go. So everything's like on the spot.
Yeah.
Uh, some of the vocals too, like on the spot. Some of them are freestyled, and we kept them. Some are taking time to be written, but the music, as far as music and creativity, it's like in the studio on the spot. So it's
Cool.
pretty different from what we used to.
Spontaneous. That's good though. That's good. Bit of spontaneous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Absolutely.
Who's looking after the lyrics? Is that yourself? Is it a
Well,
mix?
Chris has a big part in lyrics. We both improvise each other. He'll write his ideas down on what the song he wants it to be about, and then I'll put my touch on it or spin on it, and we kind of just collaborate. You know, we
Yeah.
work together really well. We gel really well together. Um, yeah, man, we just make a good team. We
Because
just make
he
a good
obviously
team.
he's the one with the military background, isn't he?
Yes,
So
yes,
that's
yes.
quite that comes in quite heavy. And I want to talk about the themes because I believe you've got the military side of stuff on, especially on the last album. There's a lot of corruption, politics. You know, it weighs heavy
Yeah,
on
it's
the track.
the Devastation album is more political. That's talking and actually yeah, it's political and it has his background, Chris's background coming stemming from his army when he was in the army and stuff, his experience in the army, and that's basically what that album is pretty much written about. And then towards the end of the record, you got the three songs, which is like what you got: Worldwide Genocide, Breaking Point, and Godless
Mm,
America. And
hmm
those kind of like that's the ending of the album, and it's kind of telling a story from the beginning, and then now it's kind of like the story is like at the end, going into the aftermath of the devastation. So this EP is going to be like the aftermath that after
Cool,
everything has happened,
cool.
and it's taking a little bit of a turn now. It's going to be more of like real life events, real life events of what's going on in the world today.
Well, I mean, I'd like to just touch on that if you don't mind. Obviously, with so much going on, especially in the States, shall we say, with the whole world looking at it, you know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of inspiration right now for you, I'm sure. Depends which side of the fence you are.
yeah, exactly, exactly. You know, we're very passionate, and we're very passionate what we do with the music. Um, we're going to get it off our chest, and we're going to write what we believe in, and you know, write our passions. You know, but there is a lot going on in the world. And all you can do is just stand up and speak your mind, you know,
Hmm
for the most
hmm
part. Uh, and we get out a lot of the lyrics come from that, you know, it stems from that emotion, you know, or whatever it's heartache, whatever you're going through. I'm a very passionate guy as it is already,
hmm
you know, so yeah, I'm very deep. I'm a very deep person, man, with vocally, my imagination.
Yeah.
I think very, 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 very deep. So yeah, like I said, man, it's been surreal to be. We signed on to Wormhole, and it's been doing great ever since. So I'm just looking forward to the future. That's my whole thing. Back on that stage, playing live shows, and yeah, playing this record, Devastation for people, and definitely when the EP comes out, that's going to be another exciting addition to more new material.
Yeah.
And then you know we'll obviously got to go back into the studio. We're going to be writing our second album, so that's going to be in the works. I can't really say too much on that
No,
yet of
sure, sure.
what it's going to be called, or you know all that. But we have our ideas. But yeah, I could say that the second record is going to be made starting this year. So.
And what's the vibe like in Jersey at the moment for like politically? Like, you know, is it tense? Is it
I don't really. To me, I don't really notice. I work all the time.
right?
I'm always working. I'm always working. I'm always doing something. I'm either at the gym. I'm
Yeah.
either networking, promoting the band, networking, promoting the band, working my real job, and then
hmm
my day job, and always just busy.
Yeah.
Always busy doing interviews, and then you know traveling.
Yeah.
So as far as like political wise, nothing crazy noticeable. Um, no.
Right. So you touched on the gym, and that's maybe think about the enemy within video, where you've got this. You actually touch upon one of my biggest pet hates is when people sit on the machines with their phones. Tell me about
Yeah,
that video
man.
because that is a funny. I had it today. I have it every time I go to my gym. I go to the gym 5 6 days a week, and it's
Oh,
always the
great. Good for
same.
you, man.
And it's
That's
always
badass.
the same. It's always the same. There's always those guys that you waiting to use that machine. They're on the phone, and one of the worst things I hate is when they start videoing themselves as well. That's a completely different thing. But tell me about that video because it's quite funny. I like it.
Well, we were recording the video and we were discussing what direction we wanted to go with the video. So I had an idea and they loved it. You know, because you know the experience of first of all the video really kind of has nothing to really do with the song
No,
per
yeah,
se,
yeah, yeah.
but it's cool the way the way it's it. But yeah, that scene particularly I wrote out um, because experiencing people that are rude.
Mm-hmm.
When I do go to the gym, I never do that. I would never just take up a
No
machine and
way.
just, not
No way.
mind my business, but like be there on my phone and not have any consideration for other people. And just
Mm.
just just so happens to seem like to be like this, like the new generation. I'm not saying all
I know what you mean, though.
all new people, but it just seems like some people that I just
Entitled to be on that machine. It's like,
yeah, like like you know what I mean? Like you don't know like who's next, and like everybody's paying a membership, everybody's there for the same reason, everybody's it's not just about you.
yeah, that's right.
People just don't give a shit, really, to
Yeah,
be honest.
it
So
pisses me
yeah,
off.
I put that, and I'm glad you noticed that, man.
Oh man,
I wanted
I
people to
love that.
know. Oh
When I
yeah,
watched that, I was like, "Oh my god, it's tapped into." So I picked that up more than
yeah,
even the
yeah,
bar
yeah.
scene was more so. It was like more for me was the gym scene.
Yeah, it was definitely the video came out good. The
Yeah,
video
it was a
came
good.
out good. I'm happy with it. Definitely many more are gonna come. It's fun. I have to say that. I have to say that it was definitely fun recording the video. So.
Now, this is a perfect segue for the next question. Actually, talking about the gym. Now, I like listening to your type of music in the gym, whether it's yourself, Biohazard, Malevolence, anything that's a bit
Oh,
like
Malevolence, yeah,
aggressive. This kind of music gets me through a heavy session.
you know, that's funny you say that because it's crazy because I was at like work, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, and the people I work with, they I work on the trains. So they have these guys that, the engineers, they ride their trains and this and that. And, the music came up and I told him about the band. He's, oh, you're in a band? I said, yeah, Mass Punishment. Oh, I think I heard of you guys. I'm like, yeah. Sent him the music and he's like, oh, he listened to it on Spotify. He's like, yo, I don't really listen to all this heavy music all the time, but you know what? When I go to the gym, I definitely like to hear this heavy music. So I think that's like kind of like a new thing now. When like I don't know if it's a new thing, but like when people go to the gym, they want to hear that heavy
Yeah, I think so.
aggression.
There's also some really good Spotify or wherever you get your music, some good playlists that are put together for like heavy gym sessions. There's some
Right.
really good stuff where it's like you can really tap into it, even if you're not. For those listening to this who aren't big into this kind of music, there's plenty of stuff you can find if you want to go, push harder. That's
Yeah,
why.
right.
But
Yeah,
how do
man.
you?
Yeah.
But with that in mind, I love listening to music at the gym because it gets me through sessions and stuff like that. But how do you imagine ideally someone listening to your music?
What do you mean? Like,
Well, I mean, for some, if I spoke to some black metal bands, you'd probably want to be sat by a fire, a candlelight, or going on a long walk. How do you imagine someone listening to Mass Punishment? Do you want them to be in the gym or driving or just like with
I
a
think,
beer?
yeah, man. Anything, man. Like working out, driving in the car, having a pool party, any kind of a party or occasion or anything. I think we are heavy, but we also have songs that are,
I think so. Yeah, yeah, I
you
agree with that.
know, I mean, but I think that's what I'm saying. Like the newer stuff is a little bit, I don't know if I want to say mainstream, but that's the only other word I can really think of. But
Mm,
it's still like heavy. So I want to
yeah,
put the respect on it that it's not, I don't know, say selling out, but it's just a different vibe. I can't explain. It's heavy, it's brutal. I guess you could say the vocals are more coherent. They're not as
yeah, 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 yeah.
low growl to where you can't understand what they're saying, and people are like, I don't know what he's saying, and blah 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 blah. I need to read the lyrics for that. Da, da, da. You can literally hear what I'm saying. Basically, like the newer stuff, the newer songs on Devastation, they're more towards that, like a Godless America.
Yeah,
That's pretty much like the style. It's like more coherent. But
yeah.
yeah, anywhere Mass Punishment can be played on the beach, fucking pool parties, anywhere. I think definitely the gym is a good place for it because you get that aggression out, and we're very well. You heard us, so
Yeah, of course. And just touching on that track, "Godless America" is one of my favorites, and I love the sentiment.
that's your favorite song.
One of my favorites of you guys. Yeah, I love that track.
Yeah, that's
And the
awesome.
reason being
Yeah,
because
good
I
stuff.
love the thought of a godless America. you know,
Yeah, that was stemmed from Chris. He when we did write that song, it's crazy you touched on that because when we did, we took a hiatus in 2015. So people say we've been along, for almost 2 decades. Really, we've been on
yeah,
hiatus. We've been on hiatus
mm,
for like 6, 7 years
yeah,
from
yeah,
2015, and then we had COVID in 2020,
yeah,
and then 2021. At the end of 2021, I think that's when we formed back together,
mm,
and then that's when Chris had we got back together, and he had the idea of the Godless America song, and I loved it. And yeah, we went to the studio and we ripped it out, and it was great. And then that's how we formed, and yeah, we continue to go with that. Yeah, Godless America is a great tune. It's one of my favorites as well.
It's a great track.
It's going to be a good live. I can see that as a great live track.
We'll get into live in a minute, but first off, I just want to go into history of the band and how you guys got together. How did you all? Did you know each other before the band? Did you meet each other for the band? Obviously, Chris coming in from his military service, etc., etc.
Well, I was in previous metal bands. Chris was in previous metal bands. The drummer was the bass player.
So you knew each other before? You knew each other?
I knew him. I did know him, and he knew me. And we kind of like didn't hang out or nothing, but like that. We knew each other though. But he would come to my shows. The previous band that I was in, we would play shows all the time, and he would come and support me, and he would always say, "Hey, what's up, Eric?" No, excuse me. He would say, "What's up, Eric? What's going on?" Blah 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 blah. So he would be supportive of that. We would keep in touch, but then he had his own thing going on. He had like his own industrial band, and I forgot what the name was, but anyhow, the previous band that I was in, we didn't work out. We broke it off, and he called me up out of nowhere, like because I guess he remembered, like he came to my shows, and I guess he heard the wind that the band broke up that I was in, and he ended up hitting me up. I don't even know how he even got my number. I guess we had it, but he hit me up, and I remember the day I was at work, and I pick up the phone, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I was like, "Hey, what's up, Chris? What's going on?" And he just said from there, he's like, "Yo, I'm putting a band together." And that was the first time. And I said, and I asked him specifically, "What's the band name?" And he's like, "Mass Punishment." And I don't know, right when he said that, I got goosebumps. I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude. I'm a part of it." I didn't even know what the hell.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be heavy because I knew he was definitely a metalhead. He's into all that heavy shit because he loved, even me too, man. I was growing up on Pantera, growing up on Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica, growing up. Well, Metallica wasn't as heavy as Slayer, but all those old school bands, we stem from the old school legends. Ozzy, I got to put Ozzy in there, Black Sabbath.
Sure.
And then that's how we formed Mass Punishment. He had a bass player and he had a drummer, and we just met up at the studio and we started jamming out. And we just wrote songs, it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. The people that are not people that upcoming bands that want to get signed and want to do it. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, You got to keep your ego. You got to keep your ego aside a little bit. You can have your ego, but you got to understand when to bend, when not to bend. It's a give and take business. But it's very tough. It's a lot of work. You gotta like almost sort of really love it to
yeah, absolutely.
Because even for me, I don't have to do this. I don't have to deal with all the stress and the aggravation if there were be. But it's something I love to do. It's something that I could tell, like I keep, like it needs, like I need it,
Yeah, sure, I get that.
And you could probably tell too, the expression on my face, like a smile and happy.
Mate. Of course, mate. Of course. What's the scene like in New Jersey these days? Has it changed over the years? Is it quite?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's still a scene here. You got your crowds, but some vendors have closed down. CBGB's, that closed down. You got I think the Saint changed its name. Then you had was it Brighton Bar? I think that's one of them. I might have closed down. There's a couple that closed down, but you still got the Pony. You still got House of Independence. You still got the Starland Ballroom, which is pretty hopping. House of Independence is hopping now. That's back in play. The Pony's been good. Then you got the outdoor stage of the Pony, which is pretty good. So those shows are still coming. No, but seems like shows are coming back though. Like they're getting So I'm happy for that.
Good.
I'm happy for that.
Well, that's perfect leads into shows. How prolific are you doing shows? I see that you've got a cracking tour of Japan coming up in April with Warbringer, which is amazing. But domestically, we'll go into that. But domestically, what do you do a lot of shows? Obviously, with other commitments and stuff. Do you try and get as many shows in as possible?
In Jersey per se?
Well, anywhere. In the States anywhere.
For right now, we got some stuff in the works. We will have like I think within one or two, which January, March. Supposed to have a couple in March.
Right.
one's going to be in Brooklyn, and another one's
Nice.
supposed to be in Asbury. So there should be two in Jersey, and then we're going to go off to Japan with
Nice.
Warbringer.
That's
Yeah, I'm
incredible.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I thank them a lot, man. They're badass, and yeah, man, it's going to be our first international tour with them,
Wow,
so
that's
it's going to
cool.
be exciting.
I
Yeah,
can see
man.
you in Europe. You belong in Europe as well. You'd have a massive
We
fun.
we got a lot of, yeah. Our manager Scott Eames. He's an amazing manager. He's working on a lot of stuff,
Brilliant.
getting us shows in the UK, getting us a lot of things. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of things in the works.
Yeah,
So yeah,
good.
I'm sure we're going to be hitting the UK. How's
Nice.
this? That's where you're at, the UK,
Well, I'm
right?
in Spain, but Europe's Europe. You know, I'm from the UK,
How,
but yeah, but
how's the metal scene over there?
oh, it's great. And it never ends, man. Never ends. You know,
Is Pat? So we go there. You think we're pack house?
Spain love metal. UK obviously love metal. Then you've got places like your Germanys, your Polands, your Austrias, and the Central Europe, and that love
Do you
it.
think
And
you think we'll do well over there, huh?
Scandinavia as well. Oh, yeah, yeah, you do great over here. Seriously, you do great over here. A lot of bands, a
Yeah.
lot of American bands that come over always do well over here. Yeah, no problem. They love it. They fucking love it. So what? So what? Talking
I love
about
it.
that, sell it. What's a mass punishment show like? Because I hope to see you one day.
Mass punishment. What's it like?
Yeah, what's a show like?
I'd say it's fun. It's electric. It's powerful. It's entertaining. It's brutal. It's everything, man. It's energetic. I'm excited. Just excited to get out, and forthcoming, or 2026 will be our first forthcoming live performance, as far as before we took a hiatus,
Yeah, yeah,
but
really.
we
Wow.
do have stuff on like YouTube, older live stuff, but it's going to be a little different now. Obviously, you get picked up, and you get signed, and you got management, things upgrade, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we're going to come out with like some fist swinging and blazing and
Great.
punching, and it's going to be good. We always throw off a great show. We never had a problem with that.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Stage presence, it's just going to be, I'm
I mean,
excited, man.
I'm
You get me?
excited. I can feel your excitement, mate. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
I
getting it.
think,
I'm getting it. I'm
and I
getting
think
the
that
goosebumps.
answers my next question. What do you prefer, studio or stage?
Oh, stage, without a doubt.
That's why you built for music, right? For the
Yeah,
stage.
stage live perform. Like, there ain't nothing like
The
a
best,
live
right?
show.
It's the best.
Oh, it's amazing, man. Don't get me wrong, though. Studio is fun. I like the studio, but studio is more.
It's a graft, isn't it? You gotta get your head down, focus, time's
Well,
money.
there's so many ideas that are going through your head. There's so many. The band members are going through a progress of processing of like art, and it's like, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? I think this sounds great. Nah, I don't like this, and you start kind of bickering and
Mm,
over parts that where should we
yeah,
go. Live, it's already set and play, man. You know what you're playing. You know what you need to do. You got the
yeah.
set list. Let's fucking do it. And
And
and nothing's like
what's that
nothing's.
what's
Huh?
that famous saying about art? It's like art is never completed, only abandoned. It is never a finish point. You never get to the point where you never satisfied. I've recorded albums before as a drummer, and I know what it's like when at the end of it you're like, oh shit, I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd done that. But when you're on stage, that's where it all comes together, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Stage is like the greatest. Like the performance, the live feel, the people, just playing the music for the people, them singing along, and them just like having fun and being in the passionate vibe of it's the best.
Mm.
Letting your mind just let
Ah,
loose.
love it, love
Yeah.
it so much. So I want to come away from the music. I want to get inside your head a little bit more, mate. I've got some fun questions for you. You deal with some fun questions?
Sure. What do you
Okay,
want to
here
hit
we go.
on?
Well, this is quite philosophical, this one. I always ask this question because you get some great answers. What's one thing everyone should try at least once?
One thing everybody should now, this pertain to like an action. Is
Anything,
it like
anything,
food?
anything.
Um, what's something that somebody should try at least once?
Yeah,
Travel.
yeah.
Travel,
Get out the
definitely travel.
country.
Yeah, get out. I think people that are always closed in and don't want to travel, don't want to leave their house, don't want to
Mm,
go more than like 10 miles down the road. Yeah, man,
missing
you're
the
missing,
world.
you're missing life. You're
Yeah, for
missing life.
sure.
And I was never like big on traveling. I really wasn't. I was kind of the guy that was like, oh, I'm cool here, whatever. And then I did it. And when I traveled the first time, like, damn, this is cool, man. I want to keep trying. And now I want to go around the world, man. I
Yeah,
think traveling is cool. Yeah, because you meet all different types of cultures and beautiful people and
of
beautiful.
course. Food and beers and everything.
Especially the food, man. Yeah. So I would say definitely travel.
Okay. What's if you could know the truth to one question, what question would it be?
Oh man, you're killing me with
That
these
is deep.
questions.
This is the only deep question I've got, mate. The rest are easy.
No. But this is the truth.
To one question.
Hmm. Is God real?
That's I've had that before. Right, okay, moving on. What would your autobiography be called?
My autobiography?
Yeah. The book that you're gonna write about yourself. What are you gonna call it?
I don't even know what it would be. The Eric Lorino story.
Yeah. From trains to stage.
Yeah, right, yeah. The Eric Lorino story.
Okay,
Yeah.
what would your perfect murder weapon be and why?
Perfect murder weapon. Shit.
It's
Uh,
something you can get away with it.
something that you can get
I
away
don't
with.
know. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Obviously,
There's a couple. I mean, that's
talk
funny you
about
say
mass
that.
punishment. Let's go deep.
Murder weapon. I would probably like poison somebody, but you're still gonna get caught. No, poison somebody.
You sound Russian, mate.
A chainsaw would be cool,
Yeah.
But
Well, talking about that, this leads me to perfect for this one. With obviously you being in the States and the death sentence still available, capital punishment. What would your death row meal be?
oh, my last meal?
Yeah, like I want a starter, a main course, and a dessert. And we're talking like proper. I expect some good northeastern American food here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I like so much food. I'm such a foodie. I like everything.
Give
I
me a
like
starter. Go
sushi.
on, starter. Go on, let's do it.
What's
Starter,
up?
starter,
A
entree,
starter, I would say sushi.
sushi. Okay, and then your main course.
You mean cause probably a hamburger.
Yeah. What? Any trimmings? Any bit extra bits?
Nah, just like a good wholesome American hamburger.
Okay. Okay. Good. There's plenty of those. And dessert. This is the big one for Americans, right?
Probably cheesecake.
Oh yeah, New York.
New York cheesecake
Oh yeah.
with like a vanilla scoop of ice
Oh
cream.
yeah, that sounds good to me. Right, moving away from food because I'm getting hungry now. If you could steal credit for one piece of art, song, film, book, etc., what would you claim to be yours?
Probably Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, written it.
Yeah.
Yeah, class.
Like if I wanted to steal a piece of,
Yeah,
yeah, probably that. Yeah,
that's
that
good
was
enough for me. If you could choose one song to play every time you walk into a room for the rest of your life, what track would it be? Like a walk-on song.
a walk-on song to like an entrance.
Yeah, like every time you walk into a room, there's people there. It's like, oh fuck, he's here.
Man,
E-
such a good
Erick
question.
Maverick's arrived. This is it.
Man, that's such a good
It's gonna be
question.
a Pantera song or something.
Yeah,
There's plenty of
probably.
them.
Yeah, I probably would do. I would probably go with Shedding Skin, probably.
Yeah,
Shedding Skin, yeah, from Pantera.
good one. Okay, what fictional character do you identify with the most and why?
Fictional character.
Are you into films? You a film guy? You seem to be.
I used to be big into them. Not so much no more. Not so much because I think some movies are hit or miss today.
Too right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
But it's more. There's better films and programs on Netflix and these things these days, rather than actual big films.
right.
But if you can think of one,
A fictional character.
yeah,
Um,
you can identify.
I love Scarface.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Okay. Here we go. This is going back to music. What's your most unpopular musical opinion?
Unpopular musical opinion,
Yeah.
like about an artist.
Well, yeah. I'm going to give my example, like I normally do, to give people a little bit of a jump start. My unpopular musical opinion is I think the Beatles are overrated.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, I think she's overrated. I just think she's overrated. I don't know. Her music doesn't really, doesn't really
Resonate.
pursue. Huh?
Doesn't resonate for you. Doesn't do it.
Nah, I mean, don't get me wrong. She's very talented.
Yeah.
She is talented, but as far as like, I don't know, popular wise, I just don't see how. But hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
She's earning the money, and she's got the bloke. She's got the guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, okay, here's a question: What should non-metalheads wear metal t-shirts?
For non,
Non-metalheads wear metal t-shirts.
yeah, why not? They
Yeah,
might like the front cover. They might like the artwork. They might like the name of the band.
but
They
you're
don't.
gonna go up
That,
to them and
that's,
go, "Name me 3 songs, dude," and they can't tell you a song. It's like, like,
yeah, some people. Yeah, listen, man. Some people love our logo, that Mass Punishment
yeah, it is
logo.
cool. Yeah, it is
And
cool.
people love it, which I have. It's right.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, very
So
cool.
yeah, so people like, oh, when I'm walking like at work or I'm working in the store, and some people say, "What is that? What is that? What's Mass Punishment?" I was like, "Oh, it's my band," and they're like, "Oh, where do I get that from?" So that logo is like a good, and people love it. I actually
Yeah.
got it tattooed on my leg.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, okay, I think we kind of touched on this earlier, but I want your full opinion. Who has the best metal, US or Europe?
Oh, that's you're killing me with these questions, man. I
I'm,
don't
I'm
know.
literally, man, I'm literally using that chainsaw to cut you in two and open you up, bring
Man,
you open.
I'm gonna have to say it's 50-50. I'm gonna have to say it's like equal. You got
Go
amazing.
on,
You got
justify it.
amazing. I don't know.
You
I
got
don't
the,
know,
you
man.
got West Coast, you got the Bay Area, yeah, you've got Florida for metal. What else have you got? I'm just fighting the Europeans' corner. That's all.
Yeah, man, Europe's got amazing bands. They
I
got
think
amazing
I think
bands.
Europe has for me. I mean, I'm European. Has to edge it slightly. You got
Right.
Priest, Sabbath, and then you got the whole Scandinavian scene, and you got the German thrash. But then you argue back, man. Give me something back. Justify it.
I don't know, man.
Slayer,
I
yeah, I
love
take it. Metallica, I
I
take it. Yeah.
I love Meshuggah. Meshuggah
The
is like
Sugar,
one of
yeah,
my
yeah, amazing.
yeah. I've always listened to them back in the '80s, and I
Yeah,
knew they were going to be special, man. I knew when I first heard them, these guys are going to be something, and they turned up to being something. So yeah, yeah, man. Um, the variety of catalog of my metal needs to kind of grow. I have to
mm,
say, it has to grow. I got to start listening to more, which I don't have a lot of time, man.
yeah, yeah,
I listen to a lot of my music,
yeah,
and then I'm listening of other bands, and I like a playlist like Spotify and stuff, and like you said, go down the playlist and just let it go, and all these
yeah,
bands. Occasionally, I do that.
yeah.
Um, yeah, but I pick like maybe 4 or 5 bands, 6 bands, and I'll listen to them for like
Yeah,
ever.
nail them. Well, this it's a perfect question then. So, who do you think is the next legacy band? How old are you, mate? How old are you?
45.
So 45. So I'm 48. So, who are we going to be taking our grandkids to go and see in stadiums in
Fucking
20?
fucking Mass Punishment. That's
Yeah,
who.
yeah. Well, yeah, mass punishment. Yeah, yeah. You'll be seeing
The
yourself. But
yeah, legacy band.
who's around now that's just up and coming that we think we're going to be seeing at a stadium level in 20 years' time?
That's another great question, man. It's like Sleep Token's doing really well.
Well, yeah, yeah, massively, yeah. But I mean, people go,
So-
"Is it metal?" It's like the bit of
Okay,
guitar,
Baby
Ghost
Metal's
as
up and
well.
coming. Baby
Ghost,
Metal's up and coming,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Slaughter to Prevail is doing really well. They're
mhm.
like more of an underground death metal, but they're doing very well.
Yeah,
There's so many talented bands.
yeah, yeah.
I'd
There
say
is.
stadium level, like Metallica
Mm,
Stadium.
mm, mm.
I mean, you had your Slipknot, but they're kind of like on a
Yeah,
retirement mode, right?
sure, yeah. I mean, are they going to be
Um,
going in 20 years' time? I don't know, but it's a good question because always I
I
think,
hope I hope it's Mass Punishment.
yeah, I hope
I
it's
can
mass
tell you that.
punishment. I'd love that, man. I'd love that. Okay,
And
what's on the mass punishment bucket list? What do you want to do that you haven't done? You're going to Tokyo, which is obviously a big fucking thing. You've got a great album out. You got albums coming out. You got an EP coming out. What do you want to do that you haven't done yet
go on a month, 2 month tour
of
with a
Europe?
large with a large yeah with a large main act. Eventually have our own tours, have headlining
Yeah,
our
of
own tours
course.
would be
Okay,
would
of
be like
course that. But
ideal.
who would be your ideal band to go on the road with if you could choose? Realistically, we're not saying like Metallica or anything level. Let's keep it
Realistically,
realistic. Realistically, like club level, club kind of like arena level. Who do you think would be a good fit for you?
there's a lot of them. Megadeth,
Yeah,
Anthrax,
yeah, yeah,
uh, fucking Hatebreed.
Yeah. Great.
Great one.
Great band.
Slipknot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even Slaughter to Prevail would be a good
Yeah.
one.
Any of those.
I see. That's what I love about Mass Punishment. You can kind of like put us on tour with almost
Yeah,
anybody.
you really could. Yeah, I agree with that. Totally agree
You
with
know
that.
what I mean? You don't have
Yeah.
to like say, oh shit, they're black metal or they're death metal or they're. Oh, I've been hearing like the Apocalypse. I don't know if that's popular by you for that is like apocalypse metal. That's like
Right.
something like been getting saying, oh, Mass Punishment is apocalypse metal. And that's something that's like a newer kind of genre for me, you
Right.
know?
Sounds new to me as well. I don't know nothing about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Hey, listen, it sounds cool. I could take
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
I would say we're thrash, metalcore
Yeah.
meets heavy metal. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
how would you describe us?
Yeah, I think all those things. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there's so many influences in there, which I really like. But that leads me into this one. What one Mass Punishment track sums the band up the best? If someone had never heard of you, you go and someone says, "What is it?" And you go, "I'm going to play you this track because this sums us up. This epitomizes what we are." What track are you playing? Because the reason I'm going to say that is because I'm playing it next, straight after this chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You have all the songs?
pretty much. I think. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I do love Godless America. I love Worldwide Genocide.
Yeah.
Worldwide Genocide, yeah. I would. It's a tough one, man. Ah, man. I would say I would Godless America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a good
Good
one. It's a
choice.
tough one, man, because Worldwide. I don't know which one you like better. It's hard to
Yeah.
pick.
Okay. I'll make the decision. I'll make the decision and discuss it afterwards. My final question, mate, is what is the most used emoji in your phone?
The most used emoji in my phone?
Yeah.
Probably the laugh out loud guy.
Yeah. The crying one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
crying one. Yeah,
That
yeah. That's
sums you
probably
up, mate. That sums you up. Well, listen, thank you so much, Erick Maverick. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
You've got a huge year ahead. I'm really excited for it, and I'm looking forward to hearing about it and playing your new tracks on the show, etc., and giving you the support you need.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for having me on. Thanks a lot, Dan.